Yo, yo,
Hey
yo.
yo, what
What's
up, everybody?
how you guys
Welcome.
doing?
Oh shit, I was like, welcome, welcome back. No, oh man, dude, do you know what? This is our first episode post, uh, the Batman, which we're not talking about this week. I swear, I promise, because Sean hasn't seen it yet. I've
we
been
were
I've been bugging him every single day to watch
it's
this movie.
multiple
And
times a day.
yeah, I've done everything other than stop at your front door.
Yeah.
And whisper sweet nothings into your window so that way you can hear. I'll
I'm
just subliminally message you and try and get you to do it.
dude, I'm glad you brought that up because you did just that to one of our friends of the show.
No
Um
way.
you did that. You went
Did I?
straight to Kev's
Oh,
door.
yeah. I went. So everybody that has seen Kev on our show before, me and Kev's my best friend, and we've been friends for a very very long time, and we're huge Batman fans. Obviously you couldn't tell, I'm sure, by everything that we've talked about, but there was no way I was gonna watch this movie without him. So I actually went. I surprised him. I flew out, and we went and watched Batman together 2 days in a row. So last Thursday and Friday, probably the most expensive movie I've ever went to go watch in terms of how far I had to go, but
Yeah,
it was
he
totally worth it.
you flew all the way from like the tip of the West Coast all the way to the tip of the East Coast, man.
Yep,
So that was
it
a
was worth
long
it,
way.
dude. It was
Yeah.
totally worth it.
The
Uh,
only other thing I was thinking of where I was like, man, like that's fucking crazy. I was like, but what if you saw the midnight showing over there?
mhm.
So you just took off and you actually saw it, 3 hours before everybody over here saw it. I'm like, damn, like that would be the only next step. But dude, this was such a sick surprise because Marcus planned it all with like Kev's wife and like Kev had no fucking idea. So
You had
Marcus,
no idea.
yeah, you sent me that video of you just coming into their house and then
Yeah.
he was just fucking caught off guard and that was great, dude.
Oh, it was so cool. That was like the best friend moment I ever had for any friend that I've ever had. So,
That was
uh,
fucking
super
great.
cool. No, yeah, it was awesome. But yo, Battle says he hasn't seen it. You
No.
haven't seen it yet either? Dude, I swear you and Sean are the only two people on this planet who haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
email you bootleg copy, it says.
We can watch one of the cam recordings in Discord.
Is that a
But
thing?
what?
Like cam recordings of it? Because
Oh,
like actually one of the things I was checking out was that people they haven't seen any or like they weren't seeing people using their cell phones in movie theaters because I guess like this movie is so awesome. People aren't pulling out their phones to record it because you
dude.
can't. You're just like trapped in it the whole time.
I mean, there have been cam recordings forever, dude, of every single movie. So and maybe that was true like opening night and like opening like weekend, but
Yeah.
like by now, dude, there's got to be like thousands of them already uploaded and shit. Sticky Bear Gaming, hello, hello.
You.
Thank you for
What's up?
dropping in.
I don't know. Do you know? Is this somebody you know, Sean?
We actually I rated a channel last night. Yeah, Patelosaur, another friend of the channel. Then he rated into Sticky Bear Gaming. And so yeah, fresh new
Okay.
viewer, first
Nice,
time
dude.
chatter.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for jumping on, man. Mel says, when am I gonna plan with me for you to finally meet Sean? Dude, I'm trying.
Yeah,
I've been trying for a long time.
we're talking about it. We just need to find a fucking day or night or something where I don't have shit going on. And like shit's about to free up next week. But
All right.
it's a long ways to wait for Batman. So
Yeah, because anybody who's on right now, we're gonna have a big ass discussion. Sean, myself, Kev, probably hopefully Ty if Ty can make it because Ty was with us too. We'll jump on. We'll have a giant legion assemble, and we're gonna go over everything.
yep. Yeah, never met IRL yet.
Yeah, isn't that, dude? Kevin and I were talking about that. We were like, I was telling him, dude, me and Sean have never hung out in person yet, and he couldn't even believe it. So, I mean,
Yeah. And we're
I
only
can't
like
believe it either.
I can't believe we haven't ran into each other because we're only about an hour, maybe hour and a half away from each other.
Oh, an hour, dude. An hour. I can make it in 50 minutes, maybe.
So driving 125 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I have to drive the Batmobile down there, but it's fine.
Yeah, you'll
Whatever.
make it.
Yeah, we'll make
Fuck everybody else, but you'll make it. But welcome on in, guys.
Thank you,
This
everybody.
is gonna be a fun episode. So we're talking, and this is actually a funny way to start it. So when I was talking to Marcus about it, I was thinking of personal things that like I believed like as a kid, right? And some of it was shit that I made up myself. I don't think I got it from anywhere. But then, I saw your post on Instagram and it was like old wives' tales. And I was like, oh fuck. Like, yeah, like that makes a lot more sense. I was gonna, just divulge some weird shit to you guys. So I did keep some of those to bring up. But definitely old wives' tales, is more palatable to everybody.
Yeah. Dude, you were beforehand. You probably had like some weird shit that you were about to say, and I was like, "Oh yeah, old wives' tales." You're like, "Oh,
yeah, pump the brakes."
Whoops, yeah, old wives' tales is what I meant.
Yeah, old wives' tales.
Like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's what we're doing. Geeking out this week. We're gonna geek out on some old wives' tales and apparently some weird shit that Sean is gonna unleash upon us. I don't even know if we're ready for it, but
that's why I threw the headband on. I was like, "All right, man." Time to get weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm prepared. I need to like change or something.
Shit.
All right. Well,
I'll need to change afterwards, so we can do outfit wardrobe.
Yeah, for sure. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
Let's do it. You can go first.
All right.
What's one of the things? Yeah. So either something that your family just told you, or you made up yourself, or an old wives' tale that they would always tell you. Blah blah blah.
I'll keep it simple for this first one. So this first one I had completely forgotten about, but it's hilarious because it's like I didn't even question it at all. The whole wives' tale of the light on in the car while driving is illegal.
Yo, dude, it's so funny you say that. I just brought this up recently too. That was I can't even remember who I was with. But the light was on. It was nighttime, and like it was on. I was like, can we turn that off? Because I feel like I'm gonna get pulled over if somebody sees it. Like it's illegal, right? But yeah, it's not. It's not. It turns out it's fine.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious, dude. And it's like, thinking back, like, why would it be illegal? I'm like, okay, maybe distraction in the mirror. I was like, but there's fucking lights everywhere in all your mirrors at all times, like while you're driving, unless you're out on some fucking podunk like country road. But at the same time, it's like out there, are there laws? Like that's kind of like international waters.
Do you remember what the reasoning was? I think the reasoning I was told was that it was a distraction to other drivers on the road.
Yeah. I was told the same thing. And it's like, I can't tell if people have their light on or not unless I'm like already like distracted and just like watching them long enough to determine.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine being in the car and you're just driving, right? And then all of a sudden you just see like a light on in the other car and it's just passing you. Like, do you think that you're going to take your eyes off the road and be like, oh, fuck, look at that thing?
Do you think you could see that light if the car's coming at you? Do you think you could see that light through the headlights?
No way.
You'd be fucking blinded looking at the headlights, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first thing, especially with headlights now. Oh my God, dude, that's one of my pet peeves is like some of these fucking like custom lights that people put in their cars like a brand new car now. Their regular lights, I swear to God that they look like high beams just coming straight at you, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't even see sometimes. I have to put my hand in front of my face and like it's super dangerous to drive like that.
Yeah, and not to mention coming up behind you and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and then you flash your high beams, and then you see them flash theirs, and you're like, oh, that wasn't your high beams.
Yeah,
it's like, holy
dude,
fuck.
I know exactly. You get pissed, and then you flash yours because you're like, yeah, fuck you, dude. And then all of a sudden they flash theirs, and it's even 20 times brighter.
It's daylight. It's like daylight right in front of them.
Oh my God, dude.
Battle Chaser says 10 out of 10 informative stream. Yeah, we're learning today, and we're busting myths, baby.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna bust all the myths. The mist.
Yeah, dude, Battle, that's a good point. So Battle brought up cause an accident and just blame the guy next to you who had his interior light on. Can you imagine like that court case? Like you
Yeah.
just wreck and like you cause like a 10 car pile up
Hmm.
and a lot of damage and a lot of like injuries to other people.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, the guy next to me that drove off before the cops got there had his light on. And they're like, okay, scot free, like not your fault. Like,
Yeah.
what the
Or
fuck?
they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, but this is illegal. This is wrong. Like that's what I've been told since I was a kid. So you guys are wrong.
Yeah, it
And they're like,
must be
yeah,
true.
it's gotta
Oh
be.
fuck. Yeah. That was a softball starter, but what do you got on deck, man?
That was solid, man. Because yeah, like it just like in my own life that just came up. It's so
That's so
funny.
fucking funny, dude. It's
That shit
funny when
happens
shit like
all the
that.
time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So one of the ones that I was told a lot as a kid because I watched a lot of TV, a lot of movies. Sitting too close to the TV will make you go blind.
Yep. Dude,
It was-
I fucking love that one. And I didn't have it on my list,
Yeah.
but I love that one so much because within our lifetime, we've gone from believing that and hearing that and like that being driven into us as kids while we're
Yep.
playing video games. So now we're literally strapping screens to our eyeballs to play video
Right?
games.
Yeah, dude. And watch movies. You can watch Netflix and
Watch.
shit and all this stuff. So
And
yeah,
now it's going even further and we're being told that like that's the new world. The new world is strapping that shit on your face and you're walking around for hours on end, dude.
dude, you can't even get closer. You literally can't get closer
Yeah.
to a screen than putting on a VR headset. So I guess that's debunked, right? I mean, we knew that was we knew that was a
Dude,
bullshit thing
if
back
it's
then.
if it's not debunked, we're fucked. Like our our lifespan is gonna be start shrinking by generation and generation. The more we go into meta, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, like my body's lasting till I'm like 35, and then I can't see anything.
You just be straight blind, straight blind. Yeah, first and last time you use a VR headset, you're
Straight-
blind after that. So
Straight Blind is a great band name too, by the way.
straight blind. Oh yeah, that sounds like a 90, like a like Soundgarden or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd be on the ticket with like Eve Six, Soundgarden, and Straight Blind.
What's that one? 311? Is 311 a band? Yeah,
311?
that's a thing, right? 311, 311. Yeah. Technically there are two ones next to each other.
Very true. Very true. Speaking of 311, I'm gonna be hopping on and playing some games on my other stream. So if you guys like what you see here, tune in to twitch.tv Machafin on 311.
Nice.
Um,
That is a great plug.
the little plug. I had to take advantage because every time I say, March 11th or 311, I fucking think of like, whoa, amber is the color of my energy. I'm like, Jesus, it's been years and that shit's stuck in my head.
Yeah. Battle says the real question, who the F is actually using Metaverse? Well, I've tried it. I don't know.
Really?
I wouldn't say I'm part of the community,
Oh,
but
okay.
like, because I have the Quest headset, so
Yeah.
they have their Horizons is what it's called, and you can go and try it out, but it's still in its really primitive state. So like it's enough for you to go and check things out. Like you can go and you can play games, you can interact with people, just go like stand and talk to them, and it's nothing like VR chat. It's a lot more. It's watered down for sure.
Yeah.
But thank God, because you don't want a VR chat around. It wouldn't last very long.
Dude, the
Yeah,
minute
somebody
the minute-
teabagging you, like a Godzilla teabagging you or something like that's
Godzilla teabagging Betty Boop, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
oh shit, teabagging, dude.
When,
It looks like a worse version of Roblox.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you told me about I think there's been two people trying to sue over sexual harassment in Metaverse. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's gonna
Dude,
be.
there's a recent one.
Yeah, and there's gonna be it's a completely different crowd than VR chat, dude. Because fucking VR chat is
Can you
just
imagine?
VR chat is just like digital hell for some of these people who are like the target audience for Metaverse, dude.
I don't know if
God.
it's just me getting older or anything, man, but that shit is just wild. Can you imagine, dude, sitting in a fucking court and you're like, yeah, so I was in this virtual world. I had my headset on and then some guy came and put his fake balls on my shoulder, and I feel very sexually harassed and assaulted, and it's a like my privilege as a human being is gone. It's like, dude, in no way were you assaulted. Come on, come on.
Until there's like haptic vests, and until like we don't have to eat and we don't have to get out of that world, like that's never gonna fly in a court or anything. But yeah.
Can you can you get in trouble? I don't even know. I mean, apparently nobody's gotten in trouble for doing it. They basically told her, "Look, lady, we don't know what to tell you."
It's in the fine print. Like as soon as somebody violates fine print shit, yeah, I think that's the only way, man. It's until then, it's just fucking Wild West right now.
And obviously, I don't feel like it sucks that I have the need to say this, but like I'm not saying it's okay to go touch people without their consent, but in a virtual like space, where you're literally not getting touched at all. It's weird.
You literally can't touch it. Hey Joel, thanks for popping
what's
in.
up, man? Did you get the name of your assailant?
Oh, it was Dodgers boy Buddy Blue 693. Like they're like, okay, who the fuck is that?
Right. Yeah.
We're talking assault in VR chat. So welcome on in, Joel.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're talking about sexually assaulting people virtually.
Yes, Your Honor. It was shoulder balls 42069.
Yeah. It's like big balls 69.
Jeez. All right, man. Moving on. The next one.
It's all you, dude.
Okay, so I'll just to switch topics, I'll tell you guys about a funny personal one I had. So I might have talked about it on here. I'm recently, working through it. No, but so as a kid, so having the name Sean, right, and the way I spell it, like in the Bay Area, I didn't meet a lot of Seans. Like it was maybe one or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was at a school where they had a fuck ton of Christinas, a fuck ton of Jennifers, a fuck ton of, just Michael and like, Tommy's, all these other like names, right? And Chris's. Yeah. There's always there's always a fuck ton of them. But I was the only Sean. And then if I did know a Sean, like they went to another school. And so it was like they were never in other classes. And so as a kid, I fucking psyched myself out to the point where I was convinced my first theory, because this evolved. I was super young before I even talked to anybody about it. So my first theory that I built up myself was that all Seans die super young, die as kids. I was like, I've never seen an adult Sean. I've never seen, and then I was like, okay, well, I finally saw Sean Connery, and I was like, damn, like he fucking survived.
That's super dark to think about that. Yeah, as like a young kid.
And and this is like going in like this is like second grade to like maybe like fourth grade, so I was super young, right? And then I was like, okay, maybe we change our names, because then I found out, like Richard becomes Dick, and I found out, like all these names fucking change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you had hope.
Yeah. So I was like, okay,
you weren't gonna, meet an untimely death.
Yeah, maybe I'm John. Maybe I don't die at 10 years old. Maybe I just evolve into a John.
Yeah, why not? Why not John?
Yeah, and so eventually
Sean Apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I thought we just got fucking, wiped out like Hunger Games or some bullshit. Like every Sean from the area just gets fucking volunteered.
Dude, yeah, you get born into the hospital, and it's just a rule that you just get fucking wiped out as soon as you're born.
Yeah,
like let's put him back inside.
Fucking hell. Oh man. So that was that was one where I came up as came up myself. Nobody fucking told me about that, but just not seeing like any Seans, and then I started to see more athletes named Sean, and then just shit fucking eventually I was like, okay, that was just a stupid thing that you believe as a kid.
So you came to the realization yourself. You didn't have to have anybody tell you that you're out of your mind.
No,
that's good.
Yeah, I waited to get it out, until I was older and talking on the internet. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine somebody was like, "Hey, you were out of your fucking mind, bud." That's
you're
not true.
insane, dude. You're
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. You were able to, rectify that
yeah.
on your own.
I worked through it.
That's good.
I think it was like seeing like Sean Kemp. I forget what team he was on, and then like there was a giant. I want to say Sean Dunston, but I don't think it's right. But there was like some like San Francisco Giant player, and I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. He's alive.
He's alive. He made it.
He's alive. Yeah, he's playing baseball and everything. So
Yeah, dude.
oh, that's fun.
Did you have any weird shit like that as a kid that you can just think of off topic?
That like myself that I would come up with on my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I did. Oh, man, it's coming to me. I haven't thought about this shit in a long time because I'm not really superstitious in that way. So, like, even as a kid, I didn't really believe in like a lot of stuff unless I had to have seen it with my own two eyes in order for me to believe something.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
we can circle back to it, but I'm just curious if I'm the only fucking just weirdo. But
I do have a thing though where I do believe that, and yeah, I might go to the loony bin for this one, but I believe that you have a sock that's dedicated to each foot. So like say I have a pair of socks, right? When I go to put on my shoes in the morning
okay.
or my socks in the morning,
Yeah.
like I can look at the sock and know that this is for my left foot and there's one for my right foot. And like I can't just like pull open a pair and then just put them on because it feels weird.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking crazy. It sounds
no. I got a question. Can you tell when you buy it before like you put it on, or is it only after you've worn them once?
Not even after I've worn them once, I can tell right away if I get a new pair of socks. You just like unravel them, right? You unravel them and then like you can tell like, oh shit, this one's meant for the left foot.
Oh, dude, you just changed the way I look at fucking socks, dude. Not the way I look at fucking socks, but the way I look at socks.
Excuse me?
Canceled. Canceled.
Yeah. No, yeah, dude. I mean, especially after you wear them like once or twice, because then like it starts to form to the foot, your foot. You can see like
that's what I thought you were saying at first. So I wanted to clarify. Dude, that's funny.
Battles is gonna fuck me up tomorrow when it's time to put on socks. Yeah, I mean I'm not advocating to be as crazy as I am, but I'm just saying, think about it.
We're all gonna think about it, dude.
Yeah, at least think about it.
The only thing I can equate that to is when you get I don't know if you've gotten like those household like slippers that are they're really, the same shit, but then when you put them on after you wear them once, you can feel like your grooves. So you can feel which one's which foot. So
yeah.
But the fresh pair is messing me up like when you first take them out, cuz they just throw 6 of the same thing in there, if you get like a pack of like black socks. They just throw six of the same one, but you're saying you could take out each one and then know which one of the brand new sock. That's crazy, man.
I don't know why or how. I don't even question it. It's just a thing.
What if that was your superpower? Like what
fucking lame, dude? Who's gonna call me to go save anybody? Oh yeah. Hey guys, like I see you're struggling over there. There's somebody trying to kill you, but your socks are on right, so that's good.
Check you later. Like,
take off your sock and strangle him with it, but then make sure it gets put back on the right foot.
You should use your left sock, not your right one.
Yeah, left is the way to go. But yeah,
that's hella fucking funny.
That's my weird thing that I got.
That's funny, dude. Thank you for making me feel a little bit more normal.
Oh, you got it, man. You got it.
Oh, dude. But yeah, I know we all have shit like that. But it was, I don't know why, it thought that just came back up. But I think maybe because dying, like thinking about death as a little kid scars you a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you can, if you got a good one on deck, feel free to jump in for the next one.
Yeah. No, I'll keep going. The next one, because we used to do this at school all the time and I still do it. But people would tell me cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis. So like, don't do that. And it's like, at first I was like, man, that sucks. I really like cracking my knuckles.
Yeah.
But then just kept doing it, and it's like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm 33 now, and my knuckles are fine, and I still crack them all the time. So
Yeah, and it fucked me up too because I did love cracking my knuckles. I was, I was one of those kids where I had a weird trick where I can like crack it just like on its own.
that's some villain shit, man.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it'll pick
I
it
heard
up.
that. Yo, did it
Yeah.
crack just then? I did. I heard that. Holy
So I
shit!
could, yeah, and so like I would
That's
do,
your superpower.
I fucking guess, dude.
Bob,
Wait right there, I'm gonna creep you out. I just get a megaphone.
That's okay. Well, I mean, I'll be directing people on how to put their socks on. So,
dude,
we're gonna start our
we
own
got
mystery
this
men
shit, dude. Fucking crowd control.
group.
But dude, yeah, and I already naturally had big knuckles, so it fucked me up because I was like, man, maybe it is true, and maybe I'm gonna have arthritis at 6 if I don't die by 5. So I was just wandering around, just expecting like an unexpected death. Like,
That's fucking awful, dude. You wake up and you're like, "Is today the day?" It sucks.
is today
That
the
sucks
day
to
I
be
get
able to go like that.
arthritis or I die? Like,
Yeah, which one? I don't even know which one's worse.
dude, every day was great though. Going to bed, it's like, oh, it wasn't today. Hell yeah.
Then you crack your knuckles.
At the end of the day. Oh, that's
It
so
also
funny.
is,
Dude.
and it's just air or gas. Gas is,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
dude. It's just
gas bubbles in the joints, and you're just
not
relieving
bones
it.
rubbing.
Yeah, so
Right, that's
fucking
the
funny.
thing, right? It is just air releasing.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I don't even know where that comes from, man. Like where that started, or it's just somebody being an asshole, and then it just picked up steam.
yeah,
It
I
feels
think
like a very
so.
natural thing. Dude, I
Or
did hear though, and it's not Knuckles, but it was a football player. I can't remember who because it was when I was younger, but apparently he was just trying to like he cracks his feet, right? And so like where you put your toes, you're kind of like stepping on your toes and you're bending them and like they crack.
yeah,
Or like some people do that. But I guess he went to go do that. He did it his whole life, and he broke his toe. He broke his big toe by just cracking it. So
oh my
it
god,
did break. Like after years of doing it right, and it was totally fine. This person had it in its routine, but yeah, he cracked his toe and broke it. That would suck, dude.
that fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah,
And you
totally.
said it was a football player, so
Yeah, it was a football player.
if
Can you
he was,
imagine how embarrassing that is?
you played
Like, oh
yourself.
guys, I can't play this week. I broke my toe. And they're like, oh shit, man, what happened? What'd you do? Oh, I was just cracking it before bed.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
wow.
it's one thing to get like injured in the off season doing something like dirt biking, but then it's another thing to be like, yeah, man, I cracked my toe in bed and broke it, so I'm out for like 6 weeks. I got to lose wages. Like, what the fuck, dude?
So
Oh,
there you go.
and
Cracking
yeah,
your knuckles does not give you arthritis. That is debunked.
yeah. The one of them on my list. That's a good segue to is working out while you're young will stunt your growth, and it's like as
Hmm.
as an adult, right? Because I believe that for a really long time, and like as an adult, like thinking about it, oh, I need to adjust this, but thinking about it is like what grows, right? It's bones that grow, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, so what are you working out? You're working out muscles. It's like, so
Yeah, it's
how?
not your bones.
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck, dude? Like, maybe you stunt the growth of your muscles, but your muscles still gain strength. It's like,
Yeah.
if anything, if any part of that is true, I doubt that you can stunt growth in muscles. But let's just give that to like the people who started this, right?
Right.
So even if you stunt the growth of your muscles, it's like your bones are still gonna grow like normal. Your joints,
Yeah.
your tendons, everything's gonna fucking just go with it. Because
Yeah.
there's no way you're working out so quickly and gaining so much muscle that it's gonna rip, from the bone. Like that comes from too much working out, of course. But as a kid, it's like you're not going straight to the bench and pumping like 250 and like
I mean,
ripping
you
your
weren't doing
muscles
that. I
off
was
your
doing that.
bones.
I was fucking doing that in elementary.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't go to that school, dude.
It was a tough life, my
I
friend.
went to basic public school, dude. Um, but
What is funny though, and what is true is like when you do go to work out, that your muscle fibers are ripping
Yeah,
like, technically, they're ripping
that's
every time you work out, and that's how you gain new muscle. It's like the old muscle builds on top of the new one.
yeah.
So there's I don't know if they took that information and ran with it and just, tried to be stupid
Just
about it, but
played telephone, and then eventually it
yeah.
turned into, yeah, working out stunts your growth. But I definitely blame that wives' tale as to why, I'm not a superior pro athlete right now. Because we
Yeah,
also
that's the reason.
that's the only reason. But we also went in an era too. I was thinking part of it maybe because if you look at the athletes back then,
Yeah.
like basketball players weren't yoked like LeBron is today. And like
Mhm,
they thought, working out made you heavy. And then like, even football players weren't fit. They were just big ass dudes. So it's
mhm.
like they might have been fit underneath it, but bulking up and everything was so different. But nowadays it's all just about being healthy and working out no matter what sport you're in, and you're just a better athlete, dude. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, now it's like just taken from the sport of football, but, like, football, yeah, it used to be, like, let's have the biggest, strongest guys out there, and that's the way to win, but, like, you don't need hugely strong guys. You can be like, you can still be bigger, but be more athletic, so
you gotta
faster, like, speed is
yeah,
good and agility and all that stuff, and,
yeah, you gotta
so
move. You
yeah.
gotta, yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude. And now we have like 7 footers in the NBA who are yoked, and it's like that is fucking terrifying because 7 footers back then used to be maybe barely 220 pounds like dripping wet, but now they're like 7 foot like 265 280. It's like you're fucking it's too much, dude.
Yeah, that's what do you do with all that? I mean, like, you gotta do something with all that
Yeah,
mass and speed and everything. Yeah, you're like a human weapon.
yeah, it's fucking scary, dude.
Crazy, right?
So that was, yeah, that was one on my list. What do you got next, dude?
What's a good one? Let me see. Oh, here's one. So, as a kid and as an adult, people chew gum a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, one thing I was always told was to never swallow your gum because it will take 7 years to digest and leave your body. 7 years is a long time. That's not true, but
Really?
I believe yeah, did you think it was true?
I still thought it was true to this day.
Oh, dude. Okay, cool, there we go.
Yeah,
Val was
we
right.
learning.
10 out of 10 informative. There you go, dude. School's in session. I'm gonna keep firing away. No, but, yeah, I read actually, that it digests immediately like food does. So, chew gum, say you swallow it on accident, you're gonna poop it out same day.
Oh
So
shit, dude.
yeah, there's no gum sitting in our stomach. But that being said, when I was first told about that, I did believe it for a really long time.
Yeah. And I even did the math where I was like chewing it and like either I couldn't spit it out wherever I was at, because I didn't like fucking like touching it, right? If I was gonna spit it out and I didn't want to just spit it out on the ground for somebody to step in. So like
Mhm.
I was either swallowing or spitting into a trash can. So if neither one of those was or trash can wasn't near, I was swallowing it. And I remember doing the math, like sitting there and being like, okay, it'll be out by I'll be like 14,
Yeah,
16. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm still young. Like
I'm good. Yeah, I'll be all right.
oh shit, dude.
Dude, yeah, it's so funny. I used to date somebody and, she she would swallow her gum every single time. Every fucking time she had gum, and at first I was like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? You're never gonna like, it's never gonna digest." And, she didn't believe me, but, but still, that's so weird, right? Like, why would you just swallow it every time? I
It's
guess you could if you want to, but, like, they don't say that it's not bad for you to swallow it, but they definitely don't encourage people to swallow it, so
yeah.
like, I definitely wouldn't if I had the choice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then if you feel like doing that, you just buy high chews. You don't buy gum. Um
mm,
and
yeah.
Battle said, "Did you keep a record so I can look for it 7 years later?" No, I forgot about it probably about an hour or two later.
Mhm.
And Joel says, "How about if you shave that it grows back thicker or faster?" Bruh, my shit never grew back.
Yeah. It,
Dude,
yeah, yeah, okay, I'm glad you said that, dude, because that was one of the ones on my list too, and That's not true,
It isn't?
apparently. I
Okay.
looked it up. Yeah, I looked it up, and because everything you read on the internet is true,
Absolutely.
I know that it's not true. So, apparently, yeah, man, like, because I hear that too. It's like, hey, you pull the gray hair out and like two will come in, or like, you shave your beard.
Yeah.
Like if you want to grow your beard, you got to shave it so that it'll grow back thicker and fuller. Or like,
Yeah.
don't shave your chest hair because if you do, it's just gonna come back even thicker. And like, yeah, but so many people told me that over the years that like, yeah, I did believe it for a while. Actually, I believed that up until recently.
Same
But
here. Same here. You're not alone, dude. You're not alone.
like it's apparently it's not true. So
Yeah.
Joel, you just got fucked, man. I don't know what happened there, but
You can
you
tell
got
yourself that. Um,
yeah. Yeah, it
but
is it's because you didn't
it's
shave.
because of
Or no,
that.
you did. You just didn't ever it never came back.
Yeah, because
Uh,
you thought it would grow back quicker. So yeah. No worries,
you
dude.
can you that sucks so much. You're like, "All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shave because this is gonna come back thicker and fuller," and then it just never comes back.
Yeah. And dude, I actually thought that was 100% true. You know, probably still like really recently.
Mhm,
I can't put a time frame on it. So maybe even up until the stream. But the reason why is because, my brother for his day job, he had to stay clean shaven, right? Like shaving almost every day. And then when he would get he would go a span of like 7 or 8 days off, right?
mhm.
He can grow not like this length, but he can grow like a full beard. And I was like, you have the same fucking genetics. I was like, okay, like besides, I ignored him like going to the gym a fuck ton a lot more than I did and like
Yeah.
doing all this other shit. But I was like, dude, like, because my beard was still patchy. And so I was like, if he can grow it in 7 or 8 days, it's because he's been shaving daily for like, 9 or 10 years, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
That's funny.
I was just like, okay, I don't have 9 or 10 years to stay clean shaven, and I don't know if I want to. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
see how it turns out. It's okay. So I'm good with it. But I
Yeah.
definitely thought that shit was 100% true.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to grow my beard because I didn't have I couldn't grow facial hair for a long time, or if I did, it was, like, patchy, right? So it would, like the center would be
Yeah,
open completely, but it would
yeah,
grow around,
yeah,
and yeah, or, like, even here, dude, like, I don't grow well, hold on, like, I don't grow hair in this area on either side, but, like, um, it wasn't growing, right? And then so I was like, "Fuck," I'm like, "What do I do?" And, like, people that had beards are like, "Dude, just let it grow. Just let it grow," and, the hair that's on top of the patchy part, like, it'll get long enough to where it starts to cover it, and
mm-hmm.
then you can kinda just comb it to your liking, so it just ended up covering it up, and then that I just did that for the longest time, so I, like, kinda hid it a little bit, and then I noticed one day when I was, like, shaving it down, I was like, "Oh, shit, like, there's hair there."
Yeah. It
It
just
wasn't from shaving it, it just grew, it just took time, I guess.
yeah, it just grows slower, dude.
Yeah.
100%. The best advice I ever saw or read or because I don't remember where it came from, but if you're thinking about growing a beard, don't touch it for a year. There and the person saying it was like, you're gonna look fucking weird for like six
Mhm.
months, but just stick with it. Don't touch it. Don't cut it. Don't do anything to it for a year, and then judge. If you like it, if you like where it's growing, and like honestly, it took me like I looked fucking weird, like patchy, and like my shit wasn't connected. It connected on one side, but not the
Mhm.
other. So it was just all asymmetrical and weird for like probably 10 and a half months. And I was like, okay, we're nearing the year, dude. Like I had it in my calendar and I was like, man, what the hell? And then that last month, things just like filled in. And I was like, oh, okay, like this is
Yeah.
nice. Like I'm
Whoa.
good. I'm fucking good. So yeah, dude, it grows at different times in different areas, man.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. So Joel,
Everybody
maybe stop bicking it and maybe just
Mhm.
try it on your head, just let it grow, maybe give it 2 years.
Yeah,
Um
dude. I can only do 4 to 5 months, it's crazy hard to do.
yeah, and a lot of people said, I think it's cuz like my head hair is very thin, so possibly my beard hair is thin too. But a lot of people said it was like itching to drive them nuts, and thankfully, I never went through that. So like,
Yeah, that is interesting. I've heard people that say that too. Like, dude, it itches. It itches if I don't shave it. It's like I don't know, man. You got something going on. Then I have no idea what that. Like, that's a whole other issue. I don't
yeah,
know what idea what the fuck you're talking
yeah,
about.
you
But
got something else in there, bro.
yeah, you go to the doctor.
It's
When's the
not
last
hair.
time you were there?
Yeah,
Tell him I sent you. Uh,
yeah,
Mel says I'm married to Sean's beard, not Sean. So worth the awkward growing phases.
100%,
Um,
dude. And all just because I got it here and I just remembered, but I'll hold it up again. So when we first met, look at that fucking patch, dude.
look at that, man.
Look at that
That's
patch,
awesome.
bro.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's yeah, and I honestly was trying to grow a beard, so it's not even like I had mutton chops. Like that was my beard. Oh shit.
Awesome. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's hope for everybody.
there is.
Yeah, and I'm not shaving this shit unless we're ready to split. So I know my role.
Yeah, man. Dude, I've had my facial hair for like my entire adult life. Like
I
the last time I think I didn't have it was probably when I was 20, maybe 21 or something. I think is the last time, 22. So almost 10 years of just rocking it.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy when you think about that shit. I don't know, but it's been probably close to that for me too. You
Yeah.
assholes don't age, dude.
You found the youth fountain. Yeah.
Oh,
Still look the same, man. You still look good.
it's the cameras and the filters and everything on OBS, dude. In real life, I look like a leather handbag, just like every other old white guy.
Oh, dude, I
but-
look like a trash can in real life. So
there you go. But dude, what was I gonna say?
we got off this one.
Yeah, we did.
We went down the road less traveled.
Beard talk does that to you, man.
Yeah. Mhm. What's next?
All right, dude. I got a good one next.
All right.
A blanket, as a kid, right? When you get scared, the first thing you do is fucking run into your bed and throw a blanket over you, right? So the whole theory, yeah, dude, the whole thing about being a kid and the blanket will protect you from anything, right?
Dude, my parents said I was on my own, so
Yeah.
I'm kidding. They didn't.
But yeah, just the whole fact, like it's so fucking like just weird because I feel like that's not a thing. Maybe movies when they show kids get scared, but I feel like the kid, I feel like that feeling was already there. Like if I don't see shit, like, oh, I'm safe, like nobody can do anything. But man, it's like that blanket, dude. It's like nothing, bro. Like if anything, you're at a disadvantage, dude.
I always thought that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good. It was just like, bro, like you can't see what's coming at you. So
Yeah, exactly. So when I see that in movies and they're like the kids are always they get scared, right? They see something and then they go and they jump into their bed, they put the blanket over their head and like they think that everything's cool because you can't see it. But I know personally, like when I was younger, dude, there's no fucking way. Like I want to be able to see in the room and to see what's coming after me, like so I can prepare for it. But, like you can't prepare for it if you can't see what's coming at you, and that's even scarier. That there could be something right on the other side of the blanket. So what happens at some point? You're gonna have to have the courage to pull the blanket away to look behind it to see if it's there. And like I feel like that's scarier than not seeing it at all and just kind of I don't know. You're just like, at that point you've shit yourself, right? Then there's nothing else to do.
then it's like game over for everybody.
Everybody loses.
Time out, demon trying to get me. Like I need to go fucking clean up. No, but yeah, dude. That's the scary part is taking the blanket off, man, is like that's the terrifying part. It's not whatever you're scared of before you put the blanket over your head.
Totally. Which is absolutely nothing there.
Yeah. And if there is like some spirit or something, because like people feel that, like I feel like there's other shit that'll do more to protect you than just a blanket. But it was a feeling of safety. And it was a roller coaster, dude. Like every kid terrorized themselves with that roller coaster. It's like you're running from something and then you feel safe and then taking off the blanket, you're fucking terrified again. and
Mhm.
then it's okay afterwards. It's like, dude, how are these kids not having heart attacks like all the time?
Dude, like, even now to this day, I still wouldn't do it. Like, I wouldn't just put a blanket over my head. I don't know if you do. I mean,
Yeah, dude, some
we do. We have blankies still, right?
yeah, somebody tried to rob our house and I just threw a blanket over my head, you know?
Yeah, it turns out he was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, the blanket's on, so he
Yeah,
left you guys alone.
yeah, yeah, he just gave up waiting and I just sat there with a blanket for 10 hours. Um,
Mel divorces you. She's like, "You son of a bitch."
dumbass.
Uh,
Shit.
alright. Uh, we're going forward or pushing forward here? Next one, right?
Pushing forward, dude. Yeah, what do you got?
Okay, here's one that I believed for a really long time, but there was, like, because it was supposedly an official thing, so they used to say growing up that you every year, each person unknowingly eats 8 spiders in their sleep. Have you ever
I
heard that one before?
yeah, I still wait, what'd you say every year? 8 a year?
Every year,
I
each yeah, every person.
yeah, I heard it like in your lifetime it was like something like 10 or 15.
Oh,
So
shit.
I on the grander scale, like I still kind of believe it. I'm like,
Mhm.
no fucking doubt, dude. Like spiders like holes and like, my nose, my ears, like everything's exposed while I'm asleep. Um
Yeah, um 'cause I looked that one up again today. I mean, there's never been, like, a definitive answer, so I've really looked into it until I was just, like, looking at the topic, but apparently it's not true, it's not factual,
oh damn.
uh, because the reason being that, obviously we're a predator to them, and we're really big, and they're not gonna like, it's just like us going to a predator. We wouldn't just knowingly walk into it or go near it if we thought that it was gonna be dangerous, so there's no way, and especially because like, it would probably tickle and you would move or, like,
Oh
close your
yeah.
mouth or something or just it's highly they're not it didn't say it wasn't not true, but it's just highly unlikely that, a spider is just gonna crawl into our mouth while we're sleeping.
Dude, and what's I might fuck you up with this one, but dude,
Here we go.
what's more terrifying? So the thing is like, you eat spiders, right, when you sleep.
Mm.
What if it's not true because the spider's smart enough to come out and not get eaten
So it goes in and then it comes out after that?
at some other point in time, dude?
Man. Well, I don't like spiders, so there's
Sorry,
that. I think
sorry, dude.
I was probably just, like, projecting, "Oh, no, it's not true," just because I didn't wanna hear it. But,
Now you got to sleep with a blanket over your head, dude.
dude, I'm gonna sleep with a mask on now every night.
You just have little like, you know what I mean? Like there's like some fucking study, right, that they do, and they just capture a camera and the spider just like goes on the lip, like as a dare. He's like to his spider homies, he's like, dude, check this shit out. He's like, they're oh fuck, oh fuck, and they just run away.
But, yeah, it sounds like a Family Guy skit.
Yeah, it's
I
gotta
love
be
it.
fucking somewhere, dude. That's a good one. Cause
Oh,
yeah, in the
oh, yeah,
lifetime, eight or like 10 to 15 in your entire lifetime, I'm like, okay, the odds are pretty good. But like, what did you say? 8 a year? Like, that's a
that's
lot,
what I
dude.
was reading, yeah, 8 a year.
Yeah, that's
Um,
if
there's
we're if we're talking gum math, that means there's a whole lot of spiders stuck to that gum in your body for 7 years.
yeah, you'll shit it out one day.
Just a
Uh,
thousand spiders on a piece of gum. Oh
that's
shit,
disgusting, dude. Fucking gross.
that's nightmare fuel. Okay, okay, I can push ahead.
Alright, next up.
Um, I got a funny one that I thought I thought was only me, but it unlocked a memory when I saw it on a list when I was researching for this
Mhm,
episode. So, you're looking when you're a kid, right? You're seeing, especially like in our day and age, like our grandkids of the future like aren't gonna have this issue, especially
mhm,
with us putting everything on the fucking internet.
yeah,
But in our time, looking at our grandparents like photos and videos like when they were younger, and my family actually kind of skipped a generation. Like my mom's like the same age as some people's like grandmothers, dude. So like my
Oh,
parents waited a long time to have kids.
yeah.
Um, so my grandparents, like every video or memory of them up until maybe like I'd say probably like 5 to 10 years before I was born is all in black and white. And
Wow.
like as a kid until I was maybe like double digits, like maybe 8, right?
Mhm.
I feel like 8's like a threshold where you discover a ton of shit for whatever reason. But up
Yep.
until then, I thought their fucking world was black and white.
No fucking way, dude.
And
Did you?
I subconsciously thought that because I never saw like those pictures and were like, oh yeah, like I never thought about the color like in the pictures or the color in the video. Like, oh, that's got to be like a blue shirt. Like everything was just a shade of gray.
Yeah, yeah. No, that is true. That is true. Yeah, you
Yeah,
same thing for me too. Like if you see old black and white pictures, you just like think of it as black and white, right? Like so all these clothes are black and white. But yeah, like if you were to dude, what was it? I saw it, I think it was on a website or on Instagram or some shit, right? They were like they took an old photo and they just, like, added color into it, so they kept the picture quality the same, so it looked
yeah,
old still as fuck, but, like, they put in the actual colors of what everything would be, and it tripped me out, it looked crazy, it looked
yeah,
like it was cool looking. It's like if you were to take, I guess, a filter right now and take a picture, but, like, edit the fuck out of it to make it look super old,
yeah,
uh, like, it almost like the photo was sitting in the sun for a long time too, that
yeah.
it just looked trippy, I wasn't used to seeing that.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's a subconscious thing, right?
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah, totally.
we're not thinking everybody dressed in black and white, but as you watch that shit, you're like, oh yeah, that's a white shirt, that's a light gray shirt, that guy's got a
Yeah.
darker gray shirt, like and then like when you see, there was a trend for a while where people were coloring like older images, and it was just
Mhm.
like, why does this look so weird? And it's like, oh yeah, because I never fucking thought of that. Like, our military uniforms, like in the old like videos and shit. Yeah, those were
Mhm.
gray, no question about it. I know my grandfather has his in his closet and it's green, but yeah, it's gray. Everybody else's was gray. It's like,
Yeah, you're like, "Grandpa, how was it like when Colors came out? Like, was everybody fucking tripping out or what?
yeah,
Did you have a
dude.
stroke when you saw what green was?" I don't know, it's
Yeah,
they're like,
but
"What the fuck are you talking
how
about,
did
son?"
this house plant that you guys have had, for 20 years, how did that thing, just transform to green? That must have been
Mhm.
insane, dude. Your
Yeah,
grass out front, fucking would have
yeah,
blown my
why how
mind.
come in every picture you have a black or either a black or a gray or a white shirt on?
Yeah.
You know, you're the
Did they not
diversify
sell
colors a little
colors?
bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's how poor they were, they didn't even have colored shirts.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I thought that was a weird one, and I thought it was just me, but apparently, yeah, it's just like a subconscious thing with a fuck ton of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
what Battle Chaser, what day were colors released exactly?
After yeah, I don't know, what day did your grandpa start taking colored pictures?
Yeah, dude, like 70s, 75 something.
So yeah, the colors came out in the '70s.
That's why there were so many drugs. Maybe it was drugs that invented
Dude,
colors,
yeah,
dude.
holy shit, you're onto something now.
We just
You gotta take
fucking
acid in order to like, really wake up and see the colors.
now we're all just like got this inherent amount of acid in us. That's why we can see colors.
Battle
Oh
says,
fuck.
did they drop them all at once, or was it done over time? Dude, there's no way they could have done it at once because it would have, like, blew all of our minds, like, we wouldn't it would've just went
Yeah.
crazy. Definitely had to have been staggered. They probably yeah, definitely what was first? Green was first is what we
I
said?
was yeah, I was thinking like Tiffany's blue or like that weird like 70s bluish green.
Oh,
Somebody
man,
dropped
yeah, dude
dropped a branding, dude.
dude, that fucking mint chocolate chip color, like the green
Yes.
mint chocolate chip,
Yes.
that
The
shit is
color like our fucking pots, like almost like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
this one right here. Uh, no, it's, no, but even more than that,
Yeah.
more like a blue green or something. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's weird.
It's so funny.
Um, yeah, they didn't wanna kill everybody, so we had to do it one at a time. Let's see, what's the next one? Uh, I'm killing Sean, apparently.
Oh man. Oh fuck,
You got-
dude. My beard just turned orange. That shit's insane.
yeah. Yeah, you mean your beer's not gray? Let's see. Oh, here's one, dude. If your ears are ringing and somebody's thinking about you.
Oh,
You ever hear that one?
no. That I
Never heard that
dodged.
one?
No, I dodged that one.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was a thing growing up. Or like if your ears were red or something like that, my family would always be like, "Oh, somebody's talking about you." As a kid, you're like, "Cool, I wonder who it was."
Yeah,
But
like a
now
phone call.
because I have like high blood pressure or something, right? That's why my ears are red. Totally different reason now. Hopefully it's for somebody's talking about me.
Yeah, a little more serious, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck that.
It's a health risk. Yeah, it's like Jesus.
Oh
Gotta
shit,
go to
my,
the doctor.
my
Yeah,
ears
now if
are
your ears
ringing.
are red, you're
Oh
like,
my
hey,
gosh,
no one's thinking about you, but you should get that checked out.
the doctor's thinking about you. Uh, dude. Yeah, I heard similar shit. You know, the when a broom falls over, it means company's coming over. Shit like
What
that.
does it mean? It means what?
Like if a broom, like so like something you sweep with or a mop like falls over,
Mhm.
it means that you're gonna have company over soon. And like
Oh,
I debunked that when I was younger. I was like, no, the broom's out because I'm cleaning, and I'm cleaning because fucking people are coming over. Like,
that's funny. Yeah, I
not
didn't
the
even
other
put that
way.
together until you just said that. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hella funny.
typically if you're cleaning, I mean, well, that's I don't want to say that's the case because, like, yeah, I mean, you don't want to only clean if somebody's coming over. I mean,
But
your place should always be clean, right? But yeah, typically, like, there's probably good odds that someone's gonna come over if you're cleaning.
yeah, that's why you're making your shit. Yeah, making sure
That's
it's
funny,
perfect
dude.
or fresh.
Something to think about for when you have kids, right? Like, that's probably like, dude, like all our parents probably just told us these things to just like keep us in line, but like they worked, you
Yeah,
know?
they absolutely did.
Like I didn't sit close to the TV
Yeah,
because I didn't want to go blind. Or another one is like eating carrots will give you good eyesight. I didn't want to have fucked up eyesight, so I ate carrots like
dude.
a snack.
Yeah,
But now I just realized they just wanted me to eat carrots
yeah,
and to not just be a fat ass and eat chips,
yeah,
or Doritos or Cheetos or whatever.
dude.
But that didn't work though because I didn't even have good eyesight anyways. I had fucking glasses when I was in kindergarten or the 3rd grade, I think. Yeah, the 3rd grade is when
Oh
I got
damn.
glasses. I've been blind forever.
I
But yeah.
Yeah. I will say, dude, like when you're the kid with glasses in kindergarten, like you can't just have glasses, you have those goggles. I was like,
Oh
man,
my
that
god.
I would have
Actually,
felt so bad for you.
I didn't have those. It's
Okay.
because I had carrots, so
There you
I didn't
go.
have to wear those ones, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that falls in line with one of the other quick ones I got was, your face will get stuck like that. It's like, no, they just don't want you to be walking around, giving people like weird
Yeah.
faces, dude.
Yeah, weird faces and shit. Yeah, I heard that one too. That was a good one. I never
Okay.
believed that one though.
No,
But I wasn't, like, running around giving people weird faces either.
yeah, I didn't believe it, but I wasn't gonna test it, dude.
Yeah, why chance it, right? Why
Yeah.
chance fate? So,
Uh,
uh, one that's similar to that, dude, is, if you I guess if you cross your eyes, they're gonna get stuck that way.
yeah.
That's the same thing, right? It's like the same sort of if you
Yeah,
mold your face
which
weird.
I haven't done research, so I don't know like if you could cross your eyes long enough that they would get stuck that way. But at the same time, it's like I haven't fucking tried it to I'm not gambling with that, dude.
Dude, yeah, I know that it's not true because it sounds silly too, and like my adult brain is telling me, "No, it's not true," but, like, I'm not sitting here trying to cross my eyes.
I'm not
I'm
going for
not
that
fucking around
world
with that.
record.
Says, "Yeah, show me the pic of the kid whose face and eyes got stuck like that."
Dude, there's probably plenty of pictures of people where you could be like, "Oh, damn, that could have been a face they were making when they were 5." Um
When they were younger, yeah. I don't know. Sarah Jessica Parker, she's a living proof of that, so her face looks like a foot.
Shit.
You got it you got an
Canceled.
you got another one? I don't know. Do you have what's the
Yeah,
next one?
I do. Yeah, we're before we get attacked by all 10 of Sarah Jessica Parker fans.
Uh,
Um, I will say one that terrified me as a kid, and like I honestly thought I was going to run into this a lot more times than I have in my adult life,
mhm.
was that quicksand was everywhere. Like in movies it was a huge problem. In cartoons it was an even bigger problem. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I remember like paying attention and being like, okay, like if quicksand fucking gets me, don't move. Like the more you move, the quicker you're gonna go down. And like I guarantee you, a lot of people like know that strategy.
Yeah.
A lot more people know that strategy than people who have actually ran in the quicksand. So
Dude,
um
it got you. Quicksand got you.
yeah, it's like,
Oh, I didn't even I thought you I think you might have cut out. It's like it looked like you were choking.
oh no. Yeah, yeah. Just
I
fucking
was, like,
internet.
right in the middle of talking about quicksand, like, that's why I said, "Oh,
I
shit, it
just
got you."
fucking slowly just like just dip out.
You're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mel
Dude, I actually read recently about that, is that that's actually like, quicksand is not real. Like,
really?
yeah, like, it just depicts everybody starting to fall in and slowly start sinking in, right? It
Yeah.
was like I just came across this recently. It was an article. It was just such a random one, and I clicked on it. But yeah, they were saying that like the idea behind quicksand, it's not nothing like the movies make it seem. Like you don't get stuck and you don't start sinking in until you die. Like
Yeah.
it's not real. So there's that. I just learned that this year. It was like a couple months ago or something.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I just figured it was something like uh like water or a waterway like underneath like a sandy thing, so it was just
Yeah.
unstable ground and they just called it quicksand, which that,
Right.
I haven't done any research, I haven't looked it up, but that's just what my brain made of it.
Mhm.
We do have one that Mel added to chat, and she says there's Filipino folklore thing that my grandma used to tell me, that if you're out too late, little invisible gnomes would be out, and if you step on them, you would be cursed.
Oh shit.
That's pretty good, dude. That's a lot better than, like, oh, be home by the time the street lights turn off. It's like, no, you'll get fucking cursed if you're out too long.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude. That's Mel, that's so funny you have that you said that because I like one of the ones from my family tradition. It's like a Mexican Spanish thing, but like the kukoy will come out and get you if you
yeah,
don't go to bed on time. So like that's so when I as an adult when I think back on it, like that's so fucked up to like scare the shit out of your kid like that.
yeah,
You're using fear to
dude.
intimidate them, but like it did keep you from doing it, and so you wouldn't be out late because you didn't want that to happen. But then like you also you grow up in fear too,
Yeah,
so like that's fucked up, but it did help.
dude, like I feel like a lot of these like folklore things used to keep kids aligned. Like
Mhm.
I feel like, being Caucasian and being from the US, I feel like my family was super soft, dude. Because it's like there's so many these terrifying ones. I had a lot of friends who were Mexican or Filipino and just telling me about shit like all these fucking gnomes that they really believed were running around. And even if it wasn't the invisible ones, like there's
Mhm.
this one Santo Nino, he's like always watching you. And like they would even go to the point of like dirtying his clothes on some of the statues to make the kids believe like, oh, he was out running around the neighborhood watching you. Like, and he's like, like if you step out of line, like he's gonna tell me, or he's gonna like beat the crap out of you or some shit, dude. So it's like I got it fucking easy. Like I was just like, I was terrified of my own parents. I wasn't terrified of some
Right.
fucking demon coming after me, dude.
Yeah. See, it's demon for other cultures and like
Cursing.
how I grew
Yeah.
up too, but for everybody else, it's like the nice watered down version of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
If you're not good, I mean, he's always watching you, right? He's like every second of every day, he's always watching you, so you can't be bad. And
Dude.
then if if you are bad, you don't get a present.
Yeah.
Ours
And
was if you don't cooperate, then you get fucking sent to hell by this demon who's gonna come for you in your sleep. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah,
That's
dude.
what's gonna happen.
And
Uh, yeah.
I feel like that's a good what do you call it? But kind of a good lens to put, growing up, like the American, like growing up, like, you know, because our traditions from, Europe, and like my family's like German and Irish side, like some of those are scary as fuck. But
Mhm.
like for whatever reason, the generation that was here, second, third generation that was here, like they watered the fuck down of it, because like Mel brought up in chat, Der Belschnickel fucking beats the shit out of the bad kids. Like if you've been good, like you get like this wooden toy, but if you've been bad, you get beat the shit. Dude, it's
That's
like
crazy. Like
yeah.
they actually threaten violence. Like
Yeah, and
that's
like
wild.
all the little statues of him, he has his straight up like beating stick with him. Like you know what it looks like, dude.
Yeah, there's like tangible like evidence.
Yeah,
Like if
just
you're a kid, you're just like, oh my god, I don't want that.
yeah. And then
I'd much rather a gift.
yeah, and then here in America, you know, we're taking pictures with this other guy and straight up in the mall. Like
Yeah, exactly.
this guy's not scary, but that guy was probably a real predator. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it was
uh,
absolutely a predator. Uh, Violence, it sounds like an excuse for parents to beat their kids' ass. Yeah, it is.
yeah,
I mean, you either it's so different now. You can't do that anymore.
dude. If I was if I was in that parent's shoes, right, where
Mhm.
I'm threatening my kids with fucking demons and just
With
straight up
lemon.
just straight up crazy ass shit like watching you, I would let my kid choose. I would be like, oh, you know, I could punish you and that would take away the curse, or you can just live and be cursed. Like that's fine. And then the kids probably just fuck, please
Yeah, it's
beat me.
either way for them, it sucks.
Yeah. I'd rather go through a beating and be non-cursed than to live my life and be cursed. Oh fuck.
Battle says no officer. It was for
Der
what?
Belsnickel.
Der Ballsnickel?
Belsnickel. Der
Ballsnickel.
Ballsicle.
It was Der Ballsnickel.
Yeah, that's the German Santa Claus is Der Belsnickel.
There's
It's
the Krampus too, right? Have you ever seen any of those like cheesy scary movies of Krampus?
dude, I actually love that movie. Like
Yeah.
because and part of me loves it too because Mel was going into it thinking it was going to be this horror, this scary ass movie. But then I was thinking about the casting and I was like, dude, there's no way it's all horror. So like I found it with that movie. I actually found a genre that I was into that I didn't know about, and it was like like the horror like comedies. Like that shit's pretty
Yeah.
good, dude.
Was it? Oh, never mind. I was thinking of a different movie. No, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, they have like a bunch of Krampus movies.
Yeah,
They do so many of them.
yeah. I feel like after the first one that came out in theaters, like they've just been cranking them out on like TLC and shit.
TLC. Except like the new version is gonna be some I don't know some new age shit where it's like a metaphor for how you wipe your ass at night or something. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's just gonna be so
the
stupid.
girl like on her period. Krampus. Um,
Yeah, that's. I hope so. We all
uh,
hope so, right?
yeah. Lifetime has those
Lifetime, the
movies.
Lifetime movie.
All right, man. You got another one?
I have one that spilling salt brings bad luck. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Don't spill the
Unless
salt.
isn't there a second part of that where or am I combining theories where like you throw it over your shoulder? If you spill it, you gotta throw it over your shoulder.
Oh yeah, Mel says you
Yeah,
have to throw it behind you.
for
Yeah,
good
so
luck.
spill it, it's bad luck. You gotta throw it behind you in order to reverse it and have good luck.
And then there's just fucking salt everywhere, dude.
And then you get punched in the face by the people that were sitting behind you who
Yeah.
just got rammed by salt.
Just like fucking Dumb and Dumber, right? Isn't that how he started
He
that
threw
fight?
the whole fucking salt bottle at
He's all okay, and he just chucks the entire fucking container of salt.
Oh man, dude, I love that movie.
That movie's so fucking good, dude. Oh man.
What about you, dude? Any more?
Yeah, I got some funny ones. You want terror or do you want funny?
There's terror.
Yeah, I can unlock a scary memory for you right now.
Oh yeah, I
Guaran-
love scary stuff. Yes.
guaranteed. I believe a lot of us have gone through this, but that there are sharks in the deep end of the swimming pool. Like,
Oh man. Yeah.
that was the scariest shit, dude. Like that was fucking terrifying.
Dude, yeah, man, swimming as a kid, I stopped swimming because like I would be in the pool and I would like whenever I would close my eyes to start swimming, like you just picture that you're in. I don't know. I just pictured this giant fucking shark in front of me,
Yeah.
like it every single time.
Yep.
I thought that was just myself. It was just like strictly to me, but I didn't
It
know
was
that I
it was
shared the same fear.
yeah, every kid, every swimming pool, everywhere. Mel says because there are, bruh, and she says they're also under the shadows of the blow up floaty things. Oh yeah, definitely sharks there. Um, and this is
What do you
this
think?
dude, just to let you guys in on like like how more deeper into how I thought as a kid. So this actually combines the first one I was talking about because I justified trying to get over the shark fear with
Mhm.
like, well, I'm gonna die when I'm a little bit older anyway, as a Sean.
Yeah. There you
So
go. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
yeah,
I'm gonna go swimming. Fuck this shark 'cause
let's just
I'm gonna
go see
die.
it. And it was a combination of that, and then also I had an older brother that I was like, oh, he's got to be scared of this shit. I was like, so let me be the cooler younger brother and try and get
Mhm.
over it. So the combo of like, oh, I'm gonna die anyways, and just to rub it in the face of my older brother, like got me over that fear. But it was terrifying, dude, for a long time. Like I would
Mhm.
just get and you get, frozen in the water and you're like, that's probably the worst thing. Because you're a kid running out of air and you're just like frozen, and people can't see you like in the deep end and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, and then,
gosh.
like, I don't know, every time I would do it, the shark in my mind would get bigger and bigger and bigger, and, like,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I'm thinking about Jaws,
Yep.
even though the movie doesn't scare me, but, like, being in the water and with your eyes closed, you just start thinking of shit, and, like, that would always come to my mind is, like, this giant shark, just right in front of you. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and dude, why was the shark always swimming directly at you and getting bigger? Like everybody, I
Bigger.
guarantee everybody had that thing where it's just like it's never like a shark in the distance. It's never like, oh, I'm seeing it swim away. It's always right in front of you, coming at you and getting like really, really big.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. So,
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool. I'm glad to know that I wasn't the only one.
yeah,
For real.
and for those of you out there too that may have hit a nerve, like Mel, as she said in chat, also has this thing. It's called submechanophobia, which we had no idea it was a thing. But sharks and pools plus my submechanophobia equals fucking hell. But yeah, so submechanophobia is like a real life kind of like phobia of
Mhm.
underwater like metal like animals specifically. So like movie prop sharks, amusement ride like things in the
Mhm.
water. Like it's a
Yeah.
real fucking thing. And so of course, we found this through YouTube, and then there's also a very large YouTube like wormhole you can go into. That
Yeah.
there are some scary, like we thought, like Jaws at Universal, which is probably the most well done like shark for its time. We thought that was terrifying, dude. But you get into some of these theme parks, these small ass theme parks, in like middle of America or other countries, like some shit
Uh-huh.
in like Sweden, there are some terrifying things where it's a made up animal, and then they dunk it in water, they let the ride go to shit, and then the amusement park gets abandoned, and then these people go back in there and film it, and you're like, yeah, I
Uh,
would have fucking nightmares because of that shit
yeah.
too.
Shit, and yes, but so there's no water there, right? It's just like
No, there's
they just
still
walk by.
some of them,
Oh,
there's still like water and shit, and so you can see it, and it's just like, oh fuck, dude, fuck that.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's
I have to
creepy,
type
dude.
it in. What did you do you remember what you typed in on YouTube?
Probably you can probably find it by some mechanophobia, and then
Mechanophobia.
yeah,
Okay.
do that, and then maybe add like abandoned theme parks. So yeah, we were
Yeah,
there for a good few hours, just terrifying
yeah.
ourselves.
I like to do that. I like to get stuck in YouTube sometimes.
Oh, dude. So
Um,
you got
well,
one to
shit.
bring up the mood after fucking terrifying everybody.
I only have one more, man. I think, but this seems obvious though, but it's just one of the ones that you always hear. It's like when you drop something, it's got, oh, the 3-second rule, right?
Yeah,
Um, I don't know that I have to say it, but yeah, when you drop food on the floor, it's fucking contaminated as soon as it touches the floor. There's no 3-second rule. There's no 5-second rule. It's like bacteria is literally jumping on it the second it touches the ground. So
yeah. There's
if you eat it, you're a dirtbag after that.
there's no invisibility cloak or like defense or anything.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't have 3 seconds. Don't be an asshole.
I would believe that maybe it gets more contaminated the more you leave it there. But on a grand scheme of things, that's fucking everything. Because the more you leave something like on the ground, the more it'll deteriorate and mold and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, thinking that it's like invisible and untouched for less than 3 seconds. Nah, dog.
Right.
There's germs everywhere.
No.
Poop is everywhere. Fucking germs are everywhere. Everything's shitty. All right, I got a fun one. I still have a few that I can keep going with if you're down for it.
I'm gonna let you drive this then.
Okay, so to bring it up after terrifying people, did you ever hear that when you were younger, if you swallowed a watermelon seed, then it would grow inside of your stomach?
Yes, I did hear that, and I was scared of that for a long time.
Yeah,
It fucked me up, especially because they did that episode of Rugrats that was like that.
yeah,
And
dude.
so that just reinforced it into my little kid brain that like this was a real thing. Like, why would it be on TV if it's not a real thing?
Exactly,
Especially if
dude.
I heard about it before watching that. So that fucked me for a long time.
Yeah,
And like I would see people eating watermelon and they're just shoving it down their throat and like the seeds are in there. And I was like, what are you doing?
yeah,
What, don't do that.
yeah.
And then yeah, I've been made fun of before for being concerned for people's well-being that are swallowing seeds.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to talk
Not
about it?
now. I mean, not
Oh,
anymore. I
okay, I
don't
was
think
gonna
people do that.
we can talk about it here. We can work it out.
Dude, yeah, it's okay. I'm not that psycho.
No, yeah, I 100% thought this was real, and like in the same vein, like you being concerned, like for people's like well-beings for it. As a kid, I remember asking my mom, like, why would they sell anything but seedless watermelons? If they're selling
Right?
if they're selling seedless, why do people choose the seeded ones where they could possibly have a watermelon grow inside of them and die? Like what? Like
You literally brought it to your mom. Why is everybody so fucking stupid? Why wouldn't
Yeah.
they just do
Why are
do
they
what's not gonna hurt them?
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking people were dumb for buying it. I was thinking like why would we allow this, like for people, to possibly kill themselves buying a seeded watermelon? I was like, who
That's how we-
allowed this shit?
Yeah, that's how we get watermelons. It just fertilizes in your stomach and then plop.
That's the only way to grow a watermelon, is to let some dummy eat a watermelon with seeds and then die and then have it come out of them. Yeah.
You know it happened. It would happen all the time. People would do it just to do it.
Yeah, people just watch other people. They're like, "Oh, he's gonna eat it. Okay, we gotta follow him around. We gotta see where he dies, and then come back. Water it, and then just come back a few years later, and then we got hell of watermelons."
Dude, if it was a thing, it would be on TikTok. It would be a TikTok challenge is to fucking eat watermelon with seeds in it, and you have to try and survive. And then you get lots of followers, and then blah 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 blah.
TikTok challenge.
Yeah, try not to fucking die is what it's called.
Oh shit! I feel like that's already a subgenre of TikTok. Jesus, dude, that's hella funny. That might make a sick like kids like video game though. Not kids, but maybe like teens video game, where it's like you're there's like all these zombie games. Like I imagine like a game where it's like, you got to eat the watermelon seed, and then you got to do these certain tasks to keep it from like not growing inside you. Like, you got to make it to like a surgeon at a few times to like cut down the watermelon inside your stomach.
Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. Then you'd have to go see a therapist too or psychoanalyst so they can figure out what the fuck's wrong with you for doing it in the first place.
Yeah, and then
That's your final stop.
yeah, and your best survival chance is that you just become a watermelon. Battle put in chat too that they'd have watermelon roulette. Who gets a slice with the seeds? That's definitely on TikTok.
Yeah, whoever. I feel like you'd know who you'd want to give the seeds to. There's always that one person.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, exactly. You just like,
Everyone
hey,
just spikes their
you.
piece, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hella funny. Um,
Watermelon split.
all right, moving on. A little bit lighter one. As a kid, I
Something
didn't.
lighter than that.
Yeah, yeah. As a kid, I actually didn't realize I thought this. But there had to be a certain point because I did have an autograph book, but that characters at the theme parks
Mm-hmm.
were the real ones from like the movies or cartoons or shows. Like,
Yeah.
it's like at a certain age, you're like starstruck. You're like, oh my gosh, that is Mickey Mouse. Like that is him.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I mean, that's always the thing, right?
Without
It's like,
question.
is that? I mean, that's just part of being a kid, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, you, unless your parents really fucked you up and you didn't get to believe in anything because
Yeah.
they were just,
Yeah.
telling you it's all fake from the start and whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, which is awful, but I'm sure some people did grow up that way.
Yeah. Had to have. But dude, yeah, just as a general this is general basic kid, like there was a point in time where you're like, man, like that is the real person. But then, looking back as an adult, you're like, what? Like especially
Yeah,
nowadays with the internet where it's like you can see like Disney Tokyo or something, you're like, man, he is really fast, dude. How the fuck does he make it?
yeah, yeah. That's fun.
Um
Um,
I got it.
I don't have any more, dude.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'll
I'm
keep
out.
going, dude. I got just a few more. Let me go
Keep
my
cranking.
list. Oh,
Keep crank away.
this is a fun one. Let me move it up. So I'll do a fun one and then I'll do another terrifying one.
Oh yeah, just
just
end on a
yeah,
just end on a fucking awful,
yeah.
on an awful note.
Give everybody nightmares. Everybody who's here.
I'm down.
Do you remember? And in this, whether whoever was around you, you always thought your family member could beat the shit out of the same family member in somebody else's family. It's like, oh, my brother would totally beat your brother's ass, or like, my dad can beat up your dad, and like your parent is always your parent or your sibling or your family member, whoever's like around you at home, like is like the strongest and will beat the shit out of everybody else's.
There's nobody else stronger than your family or like whatever you're thinking of, like friend or family.
Yeah.
My
And
friend
it's
could
just,
beat up your friend.
yeah, and it's like what? Like no way. And then you're like, yeah, dude, I saw him break a stick the other day. It's like he's so fucking strong, dude. How big was the stick? It was like that. Oh, like a fucking log? Like
Everything's so exaggerated.
yeah. Oh, I saw him, tear off a car door, but he just like opened it. Like
Yeah, that's so funny too. Yeah, because your views are skewed when you're younger, so what you see is not what's actually happening.
yeah.
Which is also
100%.
really fucking crazy too, that like each person's individual lives are like we don't all see the same thing from the same lens. So like, you and I could be in the same room looking at the same thing that's unfolding and we have two totally different experiences with it.
Dude,
That
yeah.
shit always blow my mind to think
I
about.
was gonna
Yeah.
say, dude, we could go another 10 hours fucking talking about this because this shit blows my mind on the regular. And I was recently talking to somebody about it, and like just to just touch on this real quick. So going further, you have a group of witnesses, right? And everybody saw the same thing at the same time, and
The same crime happening,
same
right?
thing.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So it's like everybody would have a different story. But to take it further, it's like now after that thing happened, it's like each person remembers it. Like say, how do I even try to explain this? Like say, we all witness something and then, goes through trials and then everybody goes back to their lives. It's like in somebody's eyes, they're going to be like, oh yeah, dude, this one guy who was there, like was completely wrong. He was lying about it. This dude was like, wanted this person, to get in trouble for it. That's the only way, like he would have said that. And so you become that person in that person's eyes, in that person's rest of their life, and you become like folklore to like their friends and family. It's like, and the minute anybody mentions like something similar, they're like, oh yeah, I had a friend who went through this trial, and then this dude was totally trying to get this guy like on the hook. And I'm just like, I just keep thinking about that, and I'm like, man, like I am like, I'm a different person to everybody you ever meet, and I'm like, oh fuck, like
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
true.
stop thinking about this. Dude.
It's crazy, right? Like
It's pretty nuts.
the way the way that we all view shit, it's even if we're seeing the same thing, right? Like it's it, it was something that I always wanted to go into deeper, like how that works.
Yeah.
So the cat just scratched the shit out of me.
Oh, you're good. And
I think he's hungry. Yeah, like when he's hungry, the world needs to stop. So
100%,
little fucking bastard.
he doesn't care.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, dude. Like how you were mentioning about anybody who's ever talked about you can differ. So even though you did something and everybody saw the same exact thing that you did, and then they'll tell a story. It's almost like telephone too. Like it
It
changes a little bit.
absolutely,
Like the
absolutely
longer
is.
time passes too. So not only did everybody have different experiences, but like their different experiences start to grow into even wilder like scenarios because it's just that little small things change over
Yep,
time when you start as you try to remember them.
yep,
And then like shit just not is not even close to what is actually happening or what's going on or what
yeah,
it happened from the start. It was probably way less exuberant and way more like
yeah,
real, which is probably not as interesting.
yeah. And
Yeah.
even if that thing was caught on a camera, even the person like, absorbing what they saw on the camera, it could be different to them. It's like, dude,
Oh
is
yeah, for
that
sure.
that's when I
Somebody
that's when I go down the rabbit hole of like, is anything real? Like, is anything factual? Is can we believe anything?
yeah,
Fuck.
did just yeah. I mean, you just gotta believe what you believe in, and
Oh
that's
man.
it.
Yeah,
Does
you
it
just
do
gotta
for you?
stay centered to yourself.
For
Uh,
sure, dude.
all right. You ready for the last one? Last one of
The
the night.
terrifying one.
The terrifying one. The good old, as a kid, your your parents or whoever's around, gives you a bath, right? Bath is like great, it's fun, it's whatever. But at the end of the bath, when the water is draining, tell me that's not some of the scariest shit like as a kid. Like you think you're gonna get sucked down in there, or say one of your toys is there, like you don't even want to like grab the toy or grab something out of it. But I feel like it deeply scarred a fuck ton of people. I hope I'm not the only one on this, but dude, it was
Um,
I remember being just terrified.
I I I used to get hosed down in the front yard, so I didn't have the same experience. I'm just-
I would say
um,
down the hose is probably scary, dude.
I know the hose opens up. It's, oh my god! No, it's no. When you watch it,
Yeah,
like coming from the drains and stuff, like I would think about those kinds of things. I didn't think I would get sucked down, but like I would start to think about some of the like scary movies because I watched a lot of scary movies when I grew up
yeah,
as a kid, which explains a lot now. Uh, how I act, but, no, but, like, the scariest shit that you shouldn't be watching as a kid were stuff that I watched, so
yeah,
I would start to think about those things.
yeah,
Yeah, like when you're in the bathroom, you're in the shower or something. This is always, like, the scariest, most fantastical thing that could happen would always be what I would be afraid of.
yeah. And you're 100% right. It wasn't the falling down or getting sucked in. Like I felt like something was going to come out and like pull me in. And like
Yeah,
I didn't even watch, like I didn't watch the original It until I was like probably in my 20s. So
mhm.
it's just like, dude, like yeah, it was actually probably like mid 20s, early 30s, dude, that I
Or like
watched
Freddy
the
Krueger,
but
the bat scene, yeah.
I didn't watch anything where that happened, but I just had that fear. And battle, yeah, 100%. Like the whirlpool was cool, but as soon as that thing was over, it was like fucking terror time, dude. Just fucking
The whirlpool, dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's total
whirlpool was cool. That was straight up science. Like you're
oh,
watching
hell yeah.
science. But as soon as that thing was done and it made that, noise, you're like, oh fuck, like the fucking demons are coming.
Yeah, the demons.
The demons.
Krampus is coming for you.
Well, shit, man. That's all I got to scare the shit
Yeah.
out of you guys and unlock some core memories.
Yep, me too. That was fun though, dude. Just like going back over the shit that grew up on and listened to. Uh, some of them are factual, some of them are not. Some of them are completely made up. And
Yeah.
yeah, dude, but we know what we know now. And I feel like everything we said is ended up like not being true. So
Yeah, we're just lying on the internet here, but it's all good. That's what everybody's
cool.
doing on Twitch. It's a little informative stream
you're still alive too, so that debunks the other one.
here. Oh shit. Well, yeah, man. This was a fun one. This is a good stream. I enjoyed it.
Me too.
And hopefully this time next week, hopefully I can find a pretty good cam copy of the Batman and we can organize a Legion Assemble. I am still gonna see it in theaters, but the bigger thing to me, and I enjoy a theater watching. I think probably Spider-Man No Way Home was one of the most recent things where I didn't look up anything. I didn't try to watch like cam footage. I didn't try to watch Easter egg reveals before going into the theater. It was a cool experience, but at the same time, I know like I'm busy as shit and I'm probably not going to see Batman for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and try and search a cam copy. Totally legal version, out here on the internet somewhere. Yeah, there's got to be a legality somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, I will forgive that as long as you do go see it in the theaters at some point.
I 100% will. Yeah.
There's a I will say without being spoiler, there's no spoilers, but like when the Batmobile comes into the movie for the first time and that shit starts up, it's like it's the the whole fucking theater was shaking. It was crazy, dude. It was so fucking cool.
You're in one of those rumble seats and it's just like fuck, I can't see straight.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. So you just for that alone, just for that scene alone, it's like one of the things you got to see in the theater that you can't get at home.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, 100% will see it in theaters. So yeah, let me look for somebody to raid really quick. But thank you guys for being here
this weekend. Hell yeah, dude. You're gonna love it, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, feel free to let us know what you think. I hopefully will see it by this weekend. Why isn't this working? But yeah, dude, and Battle is also a semi-local boy, so maybe in the future that might be a fun episode to go see something.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, he's actually, I think he's finishing up one of his latest projects with Topps, and I don't know if it's Marvel or DC, but he's an artist that works with them, so that could be pretty dope too.
Yeah. We'll chat. We'll get together and chat for sure. Cause that would be dope, dude. Especially if you're in the area.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Area-ish.
Guys, thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you, everybody.
Peace out.
See ya.